Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and I got a squad right here with Choice Band Terrakion on it that we're going to be hitting up the OU ladder with. Basically, we just got 4 attacks. We got Quick Attack on here, which, if this ends up being useful, that's going to be very funny. So, ideally, we can go ahead and get that to work out. We got Close Combat, Stone Edge, and Earthquake as our other 3 attacks right here. This is very inaccurate, so ideally, we're able to go ahead and hit our attacks, but we shall see. Same speed here as Keldeo, and 1 above Blacephalon, so that's really helpful. Storagle's against Psychic types and Ground types, so I figured Greninja right here could be a good bet. I'm going with the Z moveset, which I usually never run. I usually go with Specs, and we actually have 4 attacks. Ice Beam helps out against Bulu, so I figured this could be a good combination. Defog lefties Koko right here, because I'm using the Z move on Gren, so I figured we would go ahead and run lefties. We got Ferrothorn right here, which is our Stealth Rock setter, because I would run Spikes, but we have Scarf Lando, not Rocks, so decided to go ahead and put the Rocks on Ferrothorn right here, and it's also our Water Resist, because Greninja doesn't really take water attacks. Beedrill Mega right here, really fast Mega, able to outpace stuff like Mega Lopunny, which would otherwise be a really big threat. And then finally Scarf Lando with Explosion to help out against Dragon and Zard. So yeah, that's going to be the team. It'll be down below in the description, and I'll be right back with our first game. Alright, I got the first game right here. My Beedrill unfortunately is not going to do too much work due to Celesteela, Lando, Torn, so expendable Pokemon right there. Terrakion, on the other hand, just clicks Stone Edge through this entire team, so that's going to be exciting. I'm thinking what I'll do right here is lead off with my Koko, expecting either Lando or the Lottie. Well, I wasn't expecting Lottie, I was expecting either Lando or Torn. Decides to go ahead and lead off with the Lottie, though. I can take any one Scarf hit, so I'll go for U-turn, as it turns out to be the Mega, obviously. I don't know why I didn't see that. I can bring out my Pharaoh here on the Earthquake. Not a big deal. It allows me to just go ahead and throw up my Rocks on Hard Volcarona. It's just going to set up, so I'll just go for Gyro Ball. I don't really care if it clicks the Fire type move, I just don't want it setting up right away. Yeah, so I'm just going to start weakening it. Ideally, it's not Roost. If it is Roost, that would be a little bit annoying, but I'm thinking unless it's Psyche Z, my Terrakion should live anything, so I think he didn't expect to take so much damage right there. So it goes ahead and does that again. You're Roost, man. If he's Roost, I'm clicking X and moving on. Okay, he didn't click Roost, so I'm going to bring out my Gren now. Click Water Shuriken here. Get the kills. I needed 3 hits, which is the average, so I'm glad I got that. And this Greninja is looking like an issue to him, not going to lie. And Volcarona's the biggest threat to my team, so I don't know why he tried to go for that so early, but I think I made the correct play staying in right there. Decides to go Pex. This probably has T-Spike, and I don't want those going up, so I can go Koko here, or I can try to absorb them with Beedrill later. Both are options. I'll go Koko, though. On the Scald. Okay. Allows me to just go ahead and click Thunderbolt. I don't really care if this Lando comes in. Yeah, because I don't want him doing something like that. He actually clicks Recover. Is he trying to stall out terrain? That's probably what's happening here. Landers comes out. Allows me to just go ahead and click U-turn. We see lefties right there, so I don't really have to worry about anything. If he goes for HBI, I'll have to switch out my Lando, but if he doesn't, then I'll be in a good spot. Gets up his Rocks, that's fine with me, I think. Allows me to just go ahead and click U-turn here. Don't know if he would want to stay in and take damage on this. But if he stays in, I'm assuming he probably has HBIs or U-turn. So I'm going to go out into my... He actually goes Celesteela. I was going to go out into my Koko. So Terrain's about to go down, which is a little bit unfortunate. I got to bring this out anyway. And thinking what my play is to do is maybe Defog here. And I feel like Rocks could benefit me a lot. So I'll click Thunderbolt. This guy just leaves everything in on Koko. Just to do that. Probably has Protect or something. I'll go for U-turn. And then I'll go for Thunderbolt again. This guy just leaves in everything on every Pokemon, so I'm not going to predict around him. Yeah. I got a nice para. I don't think it'll actually end up mattering. I'll Roost here just to make sure I live. And then click Thunderbolt now. And knock out the Steela. So Steela's gone. It's actually giving me an opening with my Beedrill, which is really cool. This game might just come down to whether or not I get burnt, which is a little bit annoying. I feel like Gren can beat this Lottie. Landers can come out here. He does go for Hidden Power, so good play. Kind of forces the Explosion, which I will be clicking now. In case he wants to stay in here, because him staying in would be really good for me. It would free up quite a lot, so that's why I'm doing this here. And After that, I can bring out my Koko. I don't know if he would stay in, and I don't even know if I knock him out if he does stay in. This is defensive Lando. It probably lives every time. But I can revenge with Terrak, which is what's important here. I don't know, this endgame might come down to predictions unless he chokes at some point. Okay, so I explode on it, bring it all the way down, nice. Tries to U-turn out. And like I said, this Pex took damage, right? Oh no, it's gonna be at full. Yikes. Okay, I'll bring in my Terrak now, and Lottie should go down from 62. Everything's gonna get 2-hit KO'd. So all I actually need to do is hit my attack here. So Terrak. Oh, he's giving me his Gren check too. I win the game if this thing goes down, so I need to hit this right now. Yeah, I win the game on the spot if he gives me this Pokemon, so ideally I'm able to hit a couple times. He sacks off the Lando, recognizing the fact that he's going to lose the game in that scenario, so smart on him. Not sure why he gave me damage on it in the first place, but I'll take that. Brings it back out here, probably just to recover. I'll go Koko. In case he gets up T-Spec, I don't want to have too many issues happening right now. Goes right for that. I'll Thunderbolt here every time. Can't let him do anything. I don't think him going Lottie will make a difference. And this guy's shown that he just wants to stay in every time, so maybe he'll do it here too. Yeah, he just stays in on everything, and I just won with my Gren, so not quite sure what my opponent's thought process is. I guess he's trying to make sure I choke or something, I don't know. Goes out into this, I can just U-turn out. Bring in my... I mean, Beedrill kind of forces the kill, which is nice. Yeah, I can go ahead and just here and click Poison Jab is what I'm thinking. And then Torn can't take 2. Scarf Torn can't win because I have a Koko. Scarf Torn could win, but I have Shuriken, I have Terrakion, which definitely lives 1 from Scarf Torn. Does go Torn, it's Helmet Torn. Okay, so yeah, this is over. I click Poison Jab again, and then U-turn the Lottie. So very cool that Terrakion was able to hit all the stone edges. That was very cool for sure. Because had I missed them, I might have actually given him an opening with the Pex plus Lando being able to stall out my entire team. But I feel as though the way this guy was playing is he would have just thrown it away anyway. But I'm able to go ahead and win. And I'll be right back with another game. Okay, got the next game right here. Stone Edge is really spammable against this guy's team, but I gotta predict around Zygarde versus Clef, which is gonna be really frustrating. Because if I predict once correctly, I can just spam the other attack. But I don't know, I'll go ahead and lead off here with my B. Zam is a giant problem too, now that I look at that. Yikes, that's actually going to destroy me. I'll lead off here with Lando, actually, on Clef lead. It's probably going to go for Rocks here, so I'll go for U-turn into my Koko. Yeah, and Rocks do go up. Just Defog here. It may have Calm Mind, but I can always break it with my Beedrill. Goes out into Bulu. This Pokemon's kind of important. I'll go Ferrothorn here on the Horn Leech. I should go for SD. This is my Greninja check. Okay, we'll get a Beedrill here on the Superpower / another SD, okay. And now what I'll do is just go ahead and click Poison Jab on Celesteela, not a big deal. So I'm able to go ahead and get out of that scenario a lot better than I wanted to, so that's really cool. Leech Seed is going to come out here. I'll bring in my Koko. Hit him up with the Thunderbolt. As Bulu comes back in on a hard switch, I'll go for U-turn now, and this time I'll go hard B on the Superpower, not a big deal. Allows me to just go ahead and click U-turn now. And get the momentum now, which is really cool. Bring in this again. Hit him up with a U-turn. Yeah, and we're just going to keep on being on this loop, but as long as I get it right, I'm going to be fine. So I'll actually click knock off this time in case he goes back to the thing. Actually, it doesn't. Actually goes for that. Yeah, I'll knock you off anyway. This recovery is really annoying, so I'll go for U-turn now. I gave him the momentum back, I know, by not attacking or going for U-turn there, but getting rid of lefties is really nice. Goes for Heavy Slam. I'll try to Roost up here on the Bulu, as I'm able to do that, nice. I don't think he has Stone Edge on this. He showed Superpower, Horn Leech. I'm assuming the last one is a Wood Hammer. Okay, so we finally get a change of space here, which is nice. I'll bring in Gren, and I'll just click Ice Beam. He doesn't actually respond to this Pokemon well at all. So if he wants to give me Battle Bond, that'll be really nice. Like, even if I have to take a E-Speed here, that would be fine. And he just gives me the Pokemon, so not quite sure why he did that. And there's a forfeit. He could have still won with Zam. I don't know why he forfeited right there, but I'll take the win, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. This one's going to be pretty tough between Garchomp being a giant threat as well as Kartana. Kartana's actually a huge problem here, especially if it's Scarf with Smart Strike, that could be bad. I'm assuming Garchomp or Rotom Wash should be leads right here. So I'll lead off with Lando. He leads off with Garchomp. I'll go for a U-turn here, and I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm bringing in, to be honest. Nothing really wants to come in. I can go Ferrothorn. If he has fire coverage, that puts me in a bad spot versus Cart. But I get out of there. Get a nice crit. I don't know if that's Sash. It looks offensive based on the damage. I'll go Pharaoh here as the rocks go up. I'll just get up my own. If he has Fire Blast, then he has Fire Blast, but this is okay with me. And I'll Gyro Ball up now. As he tries to do that. Do I have a helmet on this team? I don't. Dragonium Z comes out, or Continental Crush to try to catch my Lando. Was not happening, and let's see what happens next. I do have Explosion on my Lando in case it is Megazard X. As well as Intimidate, which is really nice, so. And Garchomp being on frees up my Stone Edge a lot more too, now that I look at that. Although I might just start spamming Close Combat, to be honest. Magearna comes out here. Probably has Hidden Power Fire, but I'll try to Leech Seed. Yeah, on the HP Fire. Not a big deal. Don't really have a good way to revenge this, not gonna lie. I can go Lando and try to click EQ. It's definitely Vest, so I'll go out here into my my Lando here, and I'm just gonna EQ it. Actually, he has 2 Great Switch, and staying in here would be such a bad play. Yeah, he has Bulu and Rotom. I don't know, if he stayed in right there, I would not agree with it, but it would have worked out for him for sure. I can go right here for Poison Jab, but I'm thinking I'll just click U-turn. If he stays in Horn Leeches though, that would be so bad. Like, what would I do at that point? I'm thinking maybe, I think I'll go for U-turn here. He shouldn't risk this because it's just a Grand Check, so that's my thought process. He has Magearna too, I guess. He actually goes ahead and disconnects, so I'll be right back if he wants to reconnect, or else I'll be right back with another game. So my last opponent came back and then DC'd again 2 turns later and then did not come back then, so not quite sure what to think, but this guy's either going to lead off with Lando or Beedrill. I mean, Lando or Alola Ninetales, which is why I'm going to lead off with Beedrill here. Should not be Scarf, it should be Sasharox here, so I'll go for U-turn. Yeah, I know this team. It's Sash lead Lando, unless he changed it, and then it's Alola Ninetales lead, of course, too. Yeah, rocks always go up. Allows me to just go for Hydro Pump. And then ideally I'm able to go ahead and OHKO Alola Ninetales. Why did he go hard out into it? I should preserve my Z moves. Should I just drop it here? No, it could be getting into something like Zygarde, but what's the roll here? If the roll is too not in my favor, then I'll go for the Z move. Alola... Okay, I have to type in Ninetales apparently. Ninetales Alola against Greninja. So, let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we're doing right here. Let's get rid of the special attack first of all. And then get rid of our specs. So it looks like the roll is not in our favor. Is 51 a possible roll for this? No, he's max HP. And I just got a really high roll. So I got a Z move here, unfortunately. Hard Gyarados, interesting decision. So I guess he values the Veil. I'll go right for the Ferrothorn. He could be Flynium. This is probably Mega though, so I'll go Ferrothorn here. Doubles to this, so I'll get up rocks now and start to pressure everything. I don't care if he goes for SD. Just because I can always, yeah, he goes for SD. I was thinking about going back to Gran on it, but I gotta keep this alive. Gran is important, Terrak is important, Lando is important, B is important, and Koko is important. I feel like Koko is the least important. Yeah, so I'll bring that out here on maybe a Z. Just an explosion, that's okay with me. And once again, no Veil for my opponent here is what I gotta do. So Greninja is my play. On his Gran, okay. Is this Z Happy Hour? All out pummeling. Damn, he got me. Alright, I'll bring out my Beedrill here, and I'm thinking just click Poison Jab. Yeah, Poison Jab's a fine play. As he sacks off Gyarados, and I'm actually glad I did not knock him out there, because now I get to U-turn out and get whatever Pokemon I want in on the field, so that's cool. And I know it's not actually Scarf or anything with the Gren right there. I know it's a Z move, so it probably doesn't have Shuriken. Goes Ninetales. Here I can just Earthquake. Yeah, knock that out, and I don't know if he can beat the rest of my team here. I guess Zygarde kind of has to come out. Yeah, as it does. We'll go Terrak on this. On the Coil, okay. I just spam close combat and then bring in my Gran. He has to go off paralysis if he has glare. Goes for Dragon Dance, actually. I do have Shuriken. Will that be enough? I don't know. He's got 1,000 arrows here. Is he 50% berry? He is 50% berry. I just lost a game. Yeah, I just lost, I think. Unless Explosion wants to do enough to put him in range of Shuriken, which I don't even know if it does. And I don't even know if I live at +1 E-speed. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. I'm actually faster. That looks like it's in range of my Shuriken. So this may come down to a speed tie then. Yeah, so I knock him out there. I think maybe Magearna will live anyway. But is it Shift Gear or Trick Room? It's probably Shift Gear or Z move. No, he showed the Z move on this, so it's probably Calm Mind Shift Gear. I don't know. This is going to be a close game, but I think he goes Grand first. I kind of needed him to go Grand first, to be honest. So I Dark Pulse here on the low kick. And I don't think, unfortunately, this Beedrill can OHKO Magearna. He shouldn't switch out. This dies on entry. I mean, it dies to anything I click, so yeah, he gives me the Mon. It's going to come down to whether he can knock me out, or whether I crit this. It's a high crit ratio move, I think. I miss it, which is great. And I actually think I would have won. Yeah, 2 Driller and should knock this out. I actually think I would have won that. Okay, I thought. Let's see if I would have knocked him out with 2. Yeah, I would have won the game had I actually not gotten frozen, but it is what it is. I'll go ahead and drop a GG there anyway. It happens, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. It got a little bit unfortunate in the last game towards the end right there. The funny thing was, even though I got frozen, had I hit the first one, I would have actually thawed out, as we saw, and knocked him out the second time. So, yeah, not very good luck right there, but we can go ahead and try to bounce back in this game. I'm thinking Greninja looks like a great win con. Got a scout for AV Tang or AV Mag. I'm assuming it's AV Mag, and then maybe Fizz Def Tang, or it could be Setup Mag and then AV Tang. Who knows, but I'll lead off here with my... I'm assuming Medicham would be his lead. I'll lead off here with my B. Yeah, as Medicham leads, I'll lead off here with a U-turn. I mean, I'll go right here for U-turn on the first turn and try to get out of here pretty early. It could be Helmet Torn for all I know, but do I even want to take a fake out here? I'm going to make an offensive play into Pharaoh. Nobody high jump kicks turn 1 on a B-drill. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some nice damage off there, and I'm assuming he would go for high jump kick now. He doesn't actually have a good Koko resist, so I'm not going to risk that here. Landorus is important. Terrak is good. I'll go Lando on the high jump kick miss. This guy has no luck. And actually what I'll do here is just go for U-turn. Yeah, this guy cannot get any luck on his favor. Allows me to bring my B again. Mega Evolve and hit him up with a U-turn. I mean, I'll take any luck I can get after what just happened at the end of the last game for sure, but obviously this is not the same opponent, so a little bit unlucky for them right here. But yeah, Beedrill is going to be great in terms of weakening Mag and Tangrowth for my Gran, so that can really be a good win con here. Curious as to what his Gran is. It could be Protean on this team, but I think it would just be Specs Battle Bond and then maybe Z Fly Torn. So it actually goes hard Mags, which is interesting. That's not AV, that is set up right. I believe that is not Assault Vest. So Beedrill here against Magearna. Oh no, it is AV. Okay, yeah, if max HP is on here, 10 to 12. Okay, yeah, so it's AV. And what I can do against AV on this is just bring this Pokemon out, and I'm thinking I'll just go for U-turn because I have a safe switch in with Ferrothorn after if he stays in anyway, so as much as I want to edge here, predicting Torrent to come in, not a good play. Yeah, Necrozma comes back out, which this guy is just giving me the Pokemon. I'll go for a U-turn again here. Getting more chip on this thing is nice too. And actually, Beedrill might be able to win on its own, which is really cool. I'll bring out my Lando again. Kind of force out Gren. I want to see what Gren it is, so let's go ahead and see what happens right now. Could go Torn, I guess, but he does go Gren. Ferrothorn is my play. As this guy has no luck. I'll get up my rocks now. As Tang comes out. I mean, B can come out here, but B is a good win con, so not the best idea. This Pokemon's annoying to this team. I kind of have to go B on the Hidden Power Fire, yeah. And I can either knock off or I can just go for U-turn and get a ton of damage. I think the U-turn play is a lot more smart. Interesting that he has HP Fire. Yeah, I gotta somehow get Terrakion in on this and just close combat it. That's my way of breaking it. Medicham will not take 2 close combats ever. Is this in range of close combat now? Terrak. Okay, it nearly always kills, and I'm gonna go off the fact that it will kill, which is about most of the time. So yeah, let's bring this out here. Click the close combat, and ideally I don't get the 71 roll, I get the 72 to 84 roll. That would be very cool. He could go Torn, but then he's taking damage on Torn, which just makes him even weaker to my Beedrill, so I don't think that's something he's interested in. He's giving me Tang, which is interesting. Yeah, this is banded close combat, man. Nothing's taking 2 of these. Then pivots to Torn, okay. I'll go Koko now. Which, as I said at the beginning, Koko is really good here. Especially since he just gave me that much damage on the other thing. Okay, allows me to Roost up. And on the Tang coming in. I'll go for U-turn now, and I think I just go hard into my Tarak, or do I pivot to Pharaoh first? I get good damage off. I'll go Tarak. Yeah, he goes for Earthquake, but now I gotta kill. And nothing's stopping me. Magearna, as you saw, is in range. Torn is probably the sack here, is what I'm assuming. But if you sack Torn, you lose to Beedrill, like right now. So I don't know. Yeah, I definitely got a little bit lucky in this game right here. As I said, though, I'll take it after the events of the last match, so... I could still lose if he gets, like, crit fake-outs, and then I, like, miss the Stone Edges or whatever. I'm not gonna click Stone Edge ever, I don't know why I'm saying that. Close combat is what my spammable move is in this game right here. Especially after he gave me Necrozma right away, basically, so... That freed up close combat so much, and, Medicham is going to get sacked there. Greninja could come back. Yeah, Greninja comes out. I'll go Ferrothorn here. Yeah, Ferrothorn's the play. On Dark Pulse, allows me to just go ahead and click Gyro Ball. Tang comes back in, but Tang does not appreciate that hit at all. What am I doing against this Tang, though? Tries to predict around me. But once Tang goes down, I secure the win, so that's cool. Yeah, he can't win anymore. With just these 3 Pokemon, he cannot come out on top. Unfortunately for him, so we should be good right here in terms of being able to clean up the game now. Beedrill kind of just clicks buttons. Goes Torn. I guess he's going to go for Hurricane, but I always go Koko. And just Thunderbolt to knock it out. And then, yeah, I have to go Magearna here. Now I can U-turn out into my Ferrothorn. On a Shift Gear. Yeah, but this shouldn't end up mattering. Yeah, he tries to freeze me there, which honestly he kind of deserved it, but I kind of feel as though it wouldn't end up mattering because I have Shuriken on Gren and I have Quick Attack Tech on my Terrakion, so between those two I could have knocked him out. And we're able to go ahead and win the game right there, so very cool, and I'll be right back with another game. Okay, I got the next game right here. I feel like this might be some sort of Scarf Weavile build. I'm not quite sure if I remember that properly, but if it is Scarf Weavile, that is a giant threat to my team. I kind of get kills with Tarak, which is cool. I'll lead off here with my Lando. Is this Scarf Weavile? It's not Scarf Weavile. Do I go hard Ferrothorn? I feel like this is not a Scarf Weavile squad. As much as people have been spamming that, yeah, go ahead and give me 90%, and what I can do against that is, I mean, Koko is kind of expendable here. He has Lando, Tang, Garchomp, so yeah, feel free. I'll go ahead and go for a U-turn here on... He'll either stay in or go for the... Any of these 3 would work for him, but I don't think he would risk the other 2 on HP Ice. I think Tangrowth would be the switch if you do decide to switch out. He trans the switch. That is an interesting decision. I'll go here into my Terrakion and just click Close Combat. Damage on Lando is great, and I do want to scout for what sort of set it is, so... He gives me the Heatran here, which is interesting. Nice. Zam is going to come out now and be a problem. Garchomp comes out. Able to go ahead and do this. Do I explode on it? No, explosion's not the play. I'll go for U-turn. And bring in my Ferrothorn is what I'm thinking. What does Ferrothorn help me out? Ferrothorn can actually just spam Gyro Ball at this point. As I said, this Pokemon's not very good, so I'll bring this in and just click U-turn. And I can't sack off my Lando, I can't sack off Pharaoh. I actually made a misplay doing this. I'll go Lando, I feel like he's Earthquaking. Actually goes for Outrage, okay. So, do I give him the Mon? I don't know. I feel as though giving him the Mon will make me lose to Zam, so I'm not going to give him the Mon. I'll go Ferrothorn on the next Outrage, and just click Gyro Ball now. As he's forced here to knock me out, which is cool. And we can go from there, so yeah. Worth the trade in my opinion, we're able to go ahead and get out of their ahead. Keep my Lando alive, which is... I mainly did that for the Zam, because Zam would win the game if it wasn't alive. I guess Ferrothorn could take one in theory. But let's see what comes in next. Zam comes out, okay. So it's going to click Focus Blast. Or HP Fire. Focus Blast and hits. Okay, a little bit unfortunate on the hit there. But I can bring this out now. If this has a recover, it'll be annoying. But I can't click Explosion as much as I just want to predict him to stay in here. Goes Lando. Thankfully, it's not anything like Battle Bomb or Helmet. I can bring this out now. I'll live anything, and I think Ice Beam is a worth it play here. As Tang decides to come out. This is Fizz-Def Tang. That took too much. I'll get in the B. Actually, doesn't the B kind of win too? No, Lando is still too healthy for the B to win, so B is worth it here. And it allows me to just go ahead and click Knockoff and finally scout what this Lando is, because if it is Scarf, I do want to be able to get rid of that Scarf. So let's see right here. Are you Scarf Lando? Z Lando? We already saw the Z, so it is Scarf Lando. And what I can do here is just U-turn out. I'm not going to risk my Lando, as I said. He goes for Rocks. That's a problem, actually. I got a Defog. Click CC here. And take the kill. I don't know. At the end of the day, he will have to Focus Blast to win. So there's always those odds, which is really good for me. Hits there. Do I just bank on him not hitting 3 Focus Blasts to win? Is that my best play? No, I'll go for U-turn here. No, I'm gonna click Explosion. Come on, just stay in. Give me this win. It would be such a bad play to stay in on his part, but I feel like he will have to click Focus Blast. He stays in, and that's gonna be a choke on his part for sure. Allows me to just go ahead and bring out my Ballistic Damage. Weavel's at 8. Weavile cannot kill this with Ice Shard ever. But in case it can, I'll go Gran. Yeah, and I'll just click Ice Beam now. And go with that, because this can come out, sure, but I can just click Ice Beam again here. As he tries to go off my choke, but I'm not choking here. I'm just going to attack what's in front of me and take the win safely. Yeah, so I bring this in now. And what I can do is just go ahead and click... I'm thinking Poison Jab here to kill. And then Koko will live an Ice Shard for sure, so... Let's see right here. This might even live too, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. Do I go down here? I don't think so. 44%? Yeah, I live, okay. And we're able to go ahead and win. So I got really close towards the end there. I feel like I might have nearly choked the end game. Did I do anything wrong there? I don't think so. I exploded on the Zam the correct turn. Maybe I could have defogged for Beedrill instead of sacking off my... and sacked off my Koko instead, but that would have given the Tang more recovery, which could have been a really big issue, so... I don't know, it worked out for us, and I'll be right back with the one final game. Okay, got the next game right here. This guy's very weak to my Greninja, except for Toxapex, which is a little bit of an issue. I'll go ahead and bring out my Lando as a lead here. As he decides to lead off with his Lando, I'll go ahead and go for my Intimidate activated first. Okay, I'll go for U-turn here. And bring out my Ferrothorn as rocks go up. I will be doing the same here. He may go hard Blacephalon, but that's okay with me. Goes hard Scissor, actually, so I'll leech this first, and then I'll switch out. He actually just goes for U-turn, so he's letting me weaken it, which is really good for my track. Brings out Pex. I'll just start Power Ripping. And no, I can't let T-Specs go up. Yeah, T-Specs do go up, so I'm going to defog here. On the incoming Lander, it's T. Bring out my own Lando now. Actually, he's Leftovers, second U-turn here. In case he wants to pull another double out. And we can go from there, so... Decides to stay in. Not going to risk my own land. I'll go Ferrothorn again on the Earthquake. That's fine. I can go right here for a Power Whip. Wow, he took nothing. But he's letting me weaken this a lot, which is really good for my Terrak. So probably clicking the Fire type move here. Do I risk Terrak? I'll go Terrak on the Flamethrower, yeah. I figured there was no way he would click anything else. Here I can just edge on either Lando or Scissor. Unfortunately missed. That would have 2-hit KO'd him. And now I gotta switch out again, which is like really bad. I'll go Lando here. Yeah, he just keeps on clicking Earthquake, so this is okay with me. I'll try to explode now and trade the Landos. That's okay with me. So Koko became a problem for him. I feel like he probably goes Scissor here. So I'll go Greninja. As a Koko comes out. A little bit annoying. I'll go Ferrothorn here. I don't know if I can break the Pex, unfortunately. He goes for Thunderbolt. I'll go Leech now. He can go back to Blacephalon, but he just stays in, which this can't even 2-hit KO me, so I'll double Leech here. As Pex comes out now. Yeah, and once again, I always go to Koko here, just to defog T-Specs away. He's probably going for the Zygarde win, is what I'm thinking. Get in on a turn where terrain is gone, so I'll go Thunderbolt here. As he just U-turns out, so this thing is really weakened now, which is really good. And we know that it's not Scarf Blasef, I think. I'll click U-turn here. Bring in, I think, my Pharaoh. This might just be game, unfortunately. I'll try to go for Gyro Ball. Yeah, you're not getting up a sub, first of all. You're giving me recovery, too, but I guess he'll 2-hit KO me anyway. Yeah, this might be it for us. Nothing can live, unfortunately. I guess maybe he might be slow and Greninja can outspeed here. He actually bothered to protect. Really surprised. I'll go for Ice Beam. Yeah, it just knocks me out. So I'll go ahead and drop a GG and we'll end off the lab right there. I knew Zygarde was his way of winning at the beginning, but unfortunately I couldn't break this core of Lando plus Pex without sacking my own Lando. So it is what it is though. I still hope you guys enjoyed the live as a whole. And once again, the team will be down below in the description in case you do want to try it out. And I'll see you next time. Later.